Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We'll start with Bitcoin at number 1, followed by Ethereum at number 2, and then XRP, BNB, Solana, Cardano, and then we'll end it with the Dogecoin at number 10. But before we take a look at Bitcoin, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. So for Bitcoin dominance, yes sir, there is a pullback right now for Bitcoin dominance because a lot of the other kind of bigger altcoins are spiking up, right? If you look at Solana, it's up 34%, Cardano 11%, XRP is 60% for the past 7 days. Bitcoin's only up 0.6%. So some of the other larger caps are rising, so that's why it's affecting the dominance. There are some other medium and smaller caps rising as well. So you see a dip on Bitcoin dominance. However, I would expect Bitcoin dominance to eventually start reversing back up, right? Because we still have our targets over here at 54%. How low are we going to go? I'm not too sure. There's probably some support over here around 49%. We're at 50%, so another 1% down, maybe. Right, this is already 3 waves down. This looks to me like a potential continuation towards the downside. So I still expect a 5-wave move to cover for Bitcoin dominance, right? Look at this. The third wave is so volatile. The fifth wave, yeah, another fifth wave. And we're expecting potentially 49% before we continue higher. So, I mean, of course, things can always drop all the way back down here and can still, you know. But again, yeah, we don't have any clear tradable chart patterns. On Bitcoin dominance, there was a continuation over here. We rose higher. There was a symmetrical triangle. We broke out. And then, yeah, we're devoid of chart patterns at this point, right? But we're still expecting 54% to be hit. We're above the skinny pink line on the Bitcoin dominance on the 1 day, on the daily, right? And when we would expect more upside, right? I mean, of course, until the time where we come back down under the skinny pink line, then of course we'll switch our bias to bearish for Bitcoin dominance. But at the moment, no. The reason why we're still fairly, not certain, but fairly bullish for Bitcoin dominance is because on the weekly, we're actually expecting the Bitcoin dominance to kiss the skinny pink line, which is going to be around 54% before seeing a potential reversal, right? The last time we did this was roughly around 73%. We kissed it and then we fell lower. So we're expecting a kiss as well. I mean, we don't have to kiss the skinny pink line. We could be reversing right now, but yeah, we're expecting full-blown alt season soon. But I think we're going to rise a little bit higher first though. So my guess is probably the months of September, you know, August, September will be a Bitcoin type of a month. It could be Bitcoin rising faster than everyone else, or everyone else is dropping faster than Bitcoin, right? Yeah, August, September will be either down months or either Bitcoin being rising the fastest type of a month. So we'll see how it goes first though. We'll see. Let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USDT. So this is Bitcoin for you. We're still above the skinny pink line. Is there a possibility that we still go under the skinny pink line? Of course. Could we continue higher from here? Of course we could. Again, there's no bullish continuation. If anything, I would expect this to be like a left shoulder, right? This is a head. I think we're going to get a right shoulder potentially over here as we head lower. Towards, again, I'm not entirely sure how much lower we're going to go, but there is some support over here at around 28,500. So our anticipation is for Bitcoin to drop to 28.5. Potentially. Again, we haven't seen the right shoulder completion yet, and we have not broken the support. We could just zip down today, you know, the next few days, or we could actually stretch a little bit before breaking lower, but we're still expecting more downside. If you zoom into the small time frames, you will see that every time we rise, we get slapped down, right? We rise, we get slapped down. Even if we were to rise over here, I would expect a slap down. So more downsides to be expected for Bitcoin. Ethereum against BTC. Here we are for Ethereum. So Ethereum against BTC, we still have our target over here, 0.055. Any signs of a reversal? Not yet. Is this a falling channel? Yes. So far, this is a falling channel for FBTC, right? I think this whole thing could be considered as a wave C though. But the only question we have is this the bottom of wave C? Could we still head lower? Of course, we can still head lower, but Again, we're not entirely sure. But we're still anticipating more downside for FBTC. So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Ethereum. ETH against USDT. Okay, ETH USDT is again fairly weak compared to BTC. Although we are also above the skinny pink line. Continuation towards the upside, potentially. This whole thing looks like a valley, right? I mean, of course, we could also drop, get a very nice squeeze over here before we break higher, right? Skinny pink line starts curving back up. Woohoo! And we head towards $3,000, right? But at the same time, Ethereum could still head lower. Again, we're not entirely sure because the rally has been pretty weak for Ethereum, right? We would love to see something like this, right? You know, but yeah, it's not happening yet. It's just not happening yet, right? This is just too slow. It's just too slow. This is not what's happening. So again, we're not in full-blown alt season yet. Not yet. I mean, of course, we can just start, you know, the next minute. But yeah, no, this is not full-blown alt season yet. And this could also become a rising wedge, rising channel, and head lower to 666. Absolutely possible for Ethereum. XRP against BTC. So here is a Ripple against Bitcoin. Okay, so Ripple, so Ripple won a big part of their court case, not completely, but a big part of it. And so this was the resulting move that came for XRP BTC. We were anticipating XRP to take out these lows, but with this strong buying pressure, we're gonna have to switch to a bullish bias. We were bearish, we were expecting a more downside, but yeah, eventually we rose higher. So we're gonna switch to a bullish bias. More upside to be expected. Yeah, very likely more upside. But the thing is, we want to be very careful about rushing in at this point. Again, I'm not entirely sure about XRP BTC's chart pattern. You know, this is a very skinny type of a valley. This is a very fat type of a valley. We're gonna get a smaller type of a valley before heading higher. Again, we're not entirely sure, but we are in a very strong rally, right? We haven't gotten slapped down yet. We could get slapped down, but we haven't gotten it yet. And yeah, I think we need to be patient, wait for XRP BTC to consolidate a little bit more first before doing anything. XRP against USD, here we are. XRP has already blasted off. Yes, we were expecting 16 cents. Our truck was waiting, but we didn't get into XRP. We got into XRP's little brother. We'll talk more about it. I talked more about it in Twitter, so check it out. We'll come to that when it's that little brother's turn. We'll talk about it more, but yeah, we're actually in XLM. Anyway, here is XRP above the skinny pink line. Bullish move. We're expecting consolidation and a break higher for XRP. I don't know if we're coming back down to 19 cents or 16 cents, but we're gonna have to delete this so that we don't remain with a bearish bias, unless of course if Bitcoin just starts collapsing down, maybe potentially towards 20,000, right? Then yeah, potentially you can also see XRP head lower. But again, we will redraw the charts and the targets at that point of time. Could we have taken trades for XRP at this point of time? For sure. But again, we were still expecting more downside, so that's why we didn't do anything. So if you look at XRP against USD, right, this was an A, B, C. It just blasted off, just like Bitcoin Cash. So I'm just going to go to Bitcoin Cash for a little while. So if you look at Bitcoin Cash just blasted off. A, B, C, blast off. So yeah, that was XRP as well, right? XRP, USDT. Yeah, so it just blasted off like that. Normally we would anticipate a D and an E before breaking out, but yeah, it was uber bullish for XRP, and so that's why it just pew. Anyway, yeah, congrats to you if you did take a trade for XRP. But yeah, again, we're still not going to be rushing into XRP just like that, right? We had XRP and also Bitcoin Cash in our watch list. We were very interested to make an entry for it, but hey, things have already started moving, and so we just move on. There are many other coins in the top 100 which we are looking at as well. And I still feel that for Bitcoin, there could be another dip lower. One more dip before we go higher, right? People are saying that this is the last bull run. I'm like, yeah, maybe, because if you look at Bitcoin from a bigger time frames, the volatility has been decreasing. I'll probably talk more about it as well as a separate video, but yeah, you want to get this bull run right? So timing is very important. BNB against BTC. Here we are for BNB. We have been dropping lower. Here's a support line. I don't know, right shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, heading lower. I don't know. BNB is a solid company though, so this is not something that you want to be shorting, right? Of course, if the opportunity arises, you can, but yeah, BNB is still in a bearish trend right now, right? We're under the skinny pink line, so we are going to remain with our bearish bias for BNB, BTC. But it's just that there's no tradable chart patterns, so nothing much that we can do about it. BNB against USDT. Here we are for BNB USDT. We're a bit scared. You know why? Because this whole thing could be a very big descending triangle as we head lower. That's the scary part, right? Anyway, we've already acquired two targets, 173 and 122, way back in November. And we're still anticipating the possibility of more downsides. Could we be wrong, and could things just start rallying? Of course. But yeah, this is a higher high, right? We're consolidating. There's a higher high. I don't really feel good about this. Yeah, this is looking to me like a potential descending triangle. Three valleys, the high is getting lower. So more downsides to be expected for BNB USDT. And we have two targets over here at 173 and 122. Solana, Sol against BTC. Here we are for Sol. Yes, Sol has rallied. We're at the skinny pink line. Some resistance over here. More downside. Yeah, we still have a target at 2000. Could we be wrong? Could this be the reversal? Of course. Once we take out the highs over here, I mean, if we break above the skinny pink line convincingly and we stay above the skinny pink line starts curving back up, then you can safely assume that the downside target is invalidated. Solana against USDT. Yeah, Solana is already above the skinny pink line. So now it's very important for Solana to stay above the skinny pink line, which means that if we were to consolidate a little bit over here and head higher, then yeah, potentially the bull run may have already started for Solana. Some other coins have not, but some of the other coins have already started their bull run, and it's very impulsive towards the upside. Solana could be the medium bloomer. There are some late bloomers as well, some early bloomers. I would assume that Solana is probably a medium early type of a bloomer. So yeah, again, I don't see any clear tradable chart patterns for Solana, so we're not going to be rushing into anything for Solana. Yes, sir, we still have our $2 target over here, but once you take out this high over here, right, of the head and shoulders, you take out the right shoulder, that's it. We are considering Solana to be in a full-blown bullish reversal. So until that happens, we will remain cautiously optimistic. But again, I just don't see any clear tradable chart patterns, so Solana is the next coin for us. Maybe if you would like to invest into it, maybe it's a different it's a different case altogether. But yeah, in terms of tradability, nope, Solana is a nope. ADA against BTC. Here we are for ADA. We still anticipate ADA to take out these lows. We're anticipating 76. Will we get it? Again, we're not entirely sure. Do we have any targets beyond the wick down over here? Nope. No targets. We have no targets. So we're not so sure how much lower Cardano is going to go. So the question we always ask is this the bottom of ADA BTC? We're not too sure, right? But we're anticipating a beautiful ABCDE to complete for ADA, and then ADA just goes to the moon. But it's gonna take several months though. It's gonna take several days. It's not days, it's not weeks. It's gonna take months before you see any sort of a super spike, right? Probably 2025 before you see it. Again, this is pure guessing. Things can always go wrong, but yeah, we are optimistic about things. But right now we are in a bearish trend, so we'll remain with our bearish bias for ADA BTC. ADA against USDT. Yeah, okay, we've already hit the skinny pink line, so you could sense the desire for ADA to break higher, right? Again, you can pull this down, right, and consider this to be it's not exactly perfect, but something like a head and shoulders maybe. Yeah, but we're under the skinny pink line though, so again, there could just be a breakout like that, above the skinny pink line as we curve back up. Consolidate and go higher for sure. But yeah, in terms of tradability, there's just nothing for ADA. Not for us, not at this point of time. We'll come back to it when there is something. Dogecoin against BTC. Here we are for Dogecoin. Dogecoin is still, yeah, we're still under the skinny pink line. We still don't see any clear signs of a reversal. Yes, we can also count 5 waves as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 waves down. Bullish reversal? Chart pattern? Yes? No? Again, we can't say for sure though. I just don't see it yet for Doge against BTC, right? It's just not that clear for us. So we can't make a move yet. Eventually, hopefully, but yeah, it's not that clear yet, right? Before Dogecoin had a breakout, right? Yeah, although it's a lower low though. But still, yeah, once you break the resistance and once you're above the skinny pink line, right? Yeah, you remain with your bullish bias. And we're under the skinny pink line, so we remain with our bearish bias. Again, the end may not be too far away because we're still expecting one more dip for BTC. And we don't know how deep the dip is, but yeah, you gotta be very, very careful. If you're not in anything, you need to be cautious about just rushing into it, right? Dogecoin against USD. Yeah, we still have our 2 targets over here. 2.7 cents and 2.2 cents. Probably a consolidation before we break higher. Accumulation, resistance, support line around here. Maybe? Yes? No? Not too sure. But still, this is a head and shoulders as well, right? Again, the moment we break back up above the right shoulder, that's it. We'll consider everything to be invalidated. But we must break back up first before we consider any invalidation for Dogecoin, right? Because if Bitcoin falls, very likely Dogecoin is going to fall lower as well. And Dogecoin is also in a bearish trend against BTC. Of course, you may argue that we're very close to the end, of the bearish trend though, and there could be a rally coming on, but again, we're not entirely sure. So yeah, so the super bearishness for Dogecoin would be we complete a descending triangle and we hit lower. This could happen as well. So yeah, excuse me, I don't think I don't think that it'd be wise to just ape in like that, right? I don't see the strength coming in yet, so yeah, be very, very careful. Alright, boys and girls, I guess that's it for today's top 10 crypto tea. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-da!